Alright guys, welcome back. This is King Arthur Pendragon, week 11. Let's see if I can get everybody's face up here using the amazing power of... Yep, that worked. Excellent. How's it going, guys? Uh-oh. Kai turned his camera off. Alright, we can fix this. I can fix it.
Itself off.
I can fix it. I can fix it. Alright. Before I freak out, let's talk to everybody. Erik, how are you doing this week?
Doing well. So this week was good. So I got news that the puppy that I've been waiting on, the litter arrived, born healthy and all that. So happy week for me.
Excellent. Anything else going on?
Studying like hell, and it continues to be boring as hell, so...
Yeah, it sounds pretty reasonable. Kroama, how's it going for you this week?
Nothing major to note, though I did get Kingmaker off again, so a lot of first world stuff going on. And, you know, everything I throw at them at this point is CR17 or higher, so a lot of rocket tag.
Obviously, what you need is a magic Bandersnatch. Yeah. Kai, how have you been doing since last night?
It's been pretty good. We went from New York to Boston by train, which was actually really nice.
Wow, that is the most surprising thing I've heard today.
Just the train part?
Yeah, that the train would be really nice.
Oh no, trains are really nice these days. It had a Wi-Fi on it.
Oh, is that the minimum qualifier we're using for trains now?
No.
How late was the train? 6 or more hours?
It was right on time.
Wow. Now that is surprising.
Do you have some deep, in-rooted hatred against trains?
Oh, Amtrak is the worst. Amtrak is literally garbage.
Well, it was
the
Amtrak.
ones along that sort of northeast corridor are actually pretty decent.
Oh, really?
I took the one between DC to New York a couple of times, and it's always been pretty good.
It's not like tonight's show is sponsored by Virgin Airlines.
It really isn't. We get paid nothing for this.
It's true.
As much as we'd like to be. Feel free to sponsor us. We're not saying we won't take your money.
Yeah, I totally. If you want to set up a sponsorship with this channel, just let me know.
We're actually saying we will take your money.
Yeah. That's always been my plan. Get famous, sell out immediately. The Tony Hawk methods. So let's see here. Someone's asking me a bear rogue.
What? What does that mean?
What is a bear rogue?
A bear playing... So like a humanoid bear...
Yeah, like okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that is a conceivably possible. You could disguise yourself as a human if you were like a young bear of the correct size.
Is there a context to the bear rogue?
I'm asking for clarification. So while we're waiting on that, it turns out that this particular show has finally surpassed all of my other shows as the most popular on YouTube.
Hurrah.
So thank you to all of the post-watch viewers on YouTube for making this the most watched show so far.
Nice.
Thank you for not hating us.
I think Jade Regent still has his beat for the most watched, but that's because everyone watches it live. You gotta take what subtle distinctions you can, Erik.
Yeah.
We will surpass them one day.
Alright, so... Wow, I'm not even gonna put in an introduction thing this time, because we finished so fast. We're in the new era. We're in the anarchy period. Things are crazy. Dogs and cats living together.
That doesn't really seem right for anarchy. You know? It's like getting along.
You're wrong. Sword there? The one in the stone in London? It has writing on it says what for the King of England should pull it out. What do you think about that? Well, tell you what, looks like another one of Merlin's tricks, doesn't it? Smacks of magic, must be him. Not the lady of the lake, was it? Don't care about the king and all. What do you think he's up to? Merlin, that's a trick. Don't you think we should all go take shelter at the Abbey, or maybe find some king out west who's still alive to help beg for work? If the nuns would do a better job of protecting us than the knights, it was hard enough here without being a refugee begging for food. Listen, darling, no one wants you but us. We've got important business here. Do you know how to put out a fire? Are you ready to lug rocks up the walls? You can run away if you want, but if you're staying here, you'd better be able to work like a giantess to save your life.
First order of business is to kill 2 of the 3 women.
So their conversations have less interest.
It's probably because the accents will literally kill him. So, there are a number of special guests here. Already we've heard of the Atheling Acequine, and Sir Brastius, obviously Countess Ellen. There's also a courier from Duke Ulfius. There are a number of events going on, including preparations for a tournament suggested by the knights in regards to finding new knights to take the place of all of the currently unfilled manors. So, you guys let me know what you'd like to do, and when you're ready, we can move on to the tournament part.
All right. Well, feast with a lot of... Sounds like intrigue rules might be appropriate, given all the things swirling around.
Oh, there's much intrigue going on here.
Servant girl.
Oh, apparently we're intriguing. Tell me how this intrigue is going down.
So, I think Adewald's sort of just going to be mixing in, kind of pressing the flesh with all of the various people around. He might try and kind of he'll talk with all of the new, perhaps he'll use greeting all of the men around who've come for the tournament. He's greeting he's kind of listening in on the edges of the Saxon cohort that's with the Atheling, but not going in. And he probably makes a point of also greeting the courier as well.
Okay. All right. So, as you're passing between all of these people, you don't have a lot of time to talk to the courier. He doesn't give you his news. But you do hear one of the squires saying something about, "Oh, well then, there's this sword in the stone. It's an intriguing mystery, right? I think Merlin left it to divert the Saxons." And like another one of the squires like backhands him, and he's like, "No, Merlin is a terrible fool. Don't speak of the devil's son like that."
Very well.
Mine is a similar, except I was asking for a server girl, since I'm at the feast, of course.
Okay, yeah, make your intrigue. Yeah, okay. Both of you can mark a check in intrigue.
Oh, I failed mine.
He failed.
Oh, I thought you got a 4. Oh, right. I thought you got a 13 aiming for a 14. My bad. Okay, then don't mark your intrigue. Just Adewald.
All right. I guess...
Did you just crit the fuck out of that?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So why don't you check mark the fuck out of it? And
interesting for a phrase.
yeah, who are you talking to? What is it you're doing to intrigue?
I think probably the most powerful other knight there. And is that
Sir
Anosh here?
Brastius, I think.
You're speaking to the
What
most
is-
powerful knight there? Well,
Wait, is that
that's a
Anosh?
toss-up. It would be, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
Anosh.
most just showed up. So.
Oh shit, it's Anosh
Yes.
time! That's good, because we
I
only
am.
just started. Let me do some camera editing. You know, last-minute cams edit. The toss-up, hilariously, is between, is it Duke Brastius or the most powerful knight in all of Salisbury, as we've already established, is Sir Sasha. So who is it you're going
That's
to
strong.
speak with or speak
The most-
about?
The most powerful knight in the, let's see, like currently in the room, not Salisbury. So
Yeah,
obviously Duke
again, that
Brastius.
would either be Duke Brastius or Sir Sasha.
Stop saying Sasha.
Sasha isn't close to a duke yet.
Yeah,
No one-
that's my point. It's like those are the two most powerful people.
Oh, okay, but yeah, definitely Duke Brastius because Sasha, I don't know if he has any information.
Okay, all right, yeah. You go to speak with the good Duke, and once it becomes clear that you're just trying to hustle information out of him, someone in line, like a page, comes and gets you and is like, "Good sir, I happen to have a bit of information for you. I can't remember quite what it is. If only I had a few coin. Perhaps the smiling face of the Emperor would help remind me of what it is that I know."
Sure, I'll give him a couple of denarii.
Okay, yeah, he looks at those denaries, and he's like, "Ah, yes, of course. Now I remember." And so this is like a 14-year-old kid, and he's like, "Have you heard that Queen Igraine has taken refuge at the nunnery in Amsbury, putting her trust in God rather than the leaderless knights? Her youngest daughter, Morgan, is with her. So strange that Igraine wouldn't even trust Brastius. Yes. Wonder if she's a traitor. Then he, like, bites the denarii and kind of shuffles off strangely. You get the idea he's probably going to be a page for a long time. Sir Marcus,
Wow.
is there anything you'd like to do at this feast real quick? To give you a heads up, the Atheling, which is a Saxon prince, Atheling Aesquine of the East Saxons is there, as is Sir Brastius, and a courier from Duke Ulfius.
Have you spoken to the courier yet?
No one has actually spoken directly to the courier yet.
Yeah, speak to the courier then.
Okay. You approach the courier. He looks like Michael Irons from Starship Troopers.
Okay.
And so he's standing in very formal, noble clothing, and just... there's like a line waiting to come up to him, and there's a number of pages from his retinue that are like getting everyone to come up in a very calm and orderly fashion, like you would for a king. And the courier says, yes, who are you?
I am Sir Marcus the Learned,
I'm afraid I've...
brother of Sir Robert.
Ah, Sir Robert, yes, I have heard of him. Indeed. Shame what happened to him. It is good that my master avoided his fate. I give you many condolences, sir. Well, we need a king, a legitimate one. Not any of that nonsense about a sword. Ulfius sends word that the Collegium will meet in his realm of Silchester. Candidates are coming from all across Britain. Duke Ulfius has recovered from his wounds, the latest battle. He says,
That is
didn't
good
Robert fight there?
Did Robert fight where?
At the latest battle, the Battle of St. Albans.
Yeah, that's the one where he died, right?
He
Not
fought in
quite.
the battle and then he died at the feast.
Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm doing Robert's voice. Shit. Yes, Robert fought at the Battle of St. Albans.
I heard that he fought
fought
very well
close.
there, yes. Well, I apologize, Sir Marcus the Learned. I am quite busy. You'll have to move along. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Baron Mallet.
All right. It was a pleasure to meet you. I hope your mission goes well. It's time we had a good Christian. Ulfis is Christian, right?
Yes.
It's time we had some good, proper Christian leadership.
Okay, so when you say that, he says, God save the king, and like half the people in the room are all like, God save the king!
Yeah.
Right. I think,
You said Ellen wasn't here.
Countess Ellen is here.
Okay.
yes,
She's just been spending her time at the. That's what the other guy
Eadwald
heard.
will go and pay his respects, sort of attempt maybe a courtesy roll to try and show her status is solid by paying his respects.
Okay. This is an excellent time. You move to like stand up beside her and maybe like take a guard position or something like that, or make some formal, announcement. And as you do, a man slips between you and her with like this big yellow-teethed grin and wild, unkempt hair, and he says, Hey, wait a minute. You're that Saxon boy, Eldweld.
I am not Saxon.
He says, your bloodline would say different, my son.
What insult is this?
He
My
says,
father
There's no
was...
insult. No insult, mate. There's nothing wrong with calling a spade, then. Even your name is Saxon.
My father was no Saxon, and neither was my mother.
So, like, a small circle of knights is forming around the two of you, and the man is like, Oh, so you're saying you're not a Saxon, then? I heard that in the training yard you like to use an axe, sir. An axe? That's a Saxon weapon, isn't it?
I use no axe. Sword is my weapon.
Oh, okay. Well,
And who might you be?
he says, My name is Sir Wulfric. I challenge you to a duel, sir, over your Saxon heritage. Judgment of God rules
What?
invoked.
Wait, what happened here? How did this go?
How in the world did this happen?
You might
So
remember
where's the
something
Marcus
like
when
this
you saw
happened
that?
last episode.
I have
Where's
no
the Marcus
need
when
of
this
the
happened?
judgment
Please
of
go to
God to
subdivisions.
deal with swine like you. I'll have you soundly beaten and thrown out, but I will not dirty myself in a combat with you.
So when you say that, like, everyone in the room goes hush for a moment. And Countess Ellen stands up from her throne and says, Sir Ewald, are you suggesting that we break the rules of hospitality and beat this man?
I will wait till he leaves your grounds, ma'am.
She says, That is troubling news, Sir Ewald.
You,
I thought you were known as the virtuous.
I will conduct myself as befits the rules of hospitality. The man insults me, but I will hold back as you request, ma'am.
So, as a final note, before she sits down, she says, Sir Aurelius would have handled this with much more diplomacy and tact, sir. And then sits back in her throne and kind of glares at you. And as you're... What are you doing after she does that?
Well, he will swallow his pride.
That's
He's
excellent. What is your pride, by the way? What's your pride rating?
He has a 16 in modest.
Ah, well... Yeah, you definitely swallow your pride. That's something you're used to doing.
So he will make sort of his obeisance and step back.
So as you're stepping back, Sir Wulfric is like, Hey, wait a second, my son there. We had a duel, didn't we? Running away, then?
The orders of my liege take priority.
Oh, I gotta figure
Robert
out.
comes up. He seems that.
Oh
The only
man,
thing
I gotta
Ellen
roll
said
for
is
this.
not to-
I gotta see how balls deep he's gonna go. I don't want to just randomly decide it. We're gonna use. Yeah, no, he doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. All right, he lets you walk away. No problem.
I do want to know who the hell that guy is.
Yeah, it's Sir Wulfric.
Is he Salisbury Knight?
You've never seen him before. You could make a recognize or a heraldry roll on him.
Let's see.
I think Sasha will go up and apologize for the little bit of fiasco.
I love the idea of the seneschal like walking in front of Feast and being like, "All right, everyone, calm down."
No, he has no idea.
Yeah, move along. Yeah, you have no idea who Sir Wulfric is,
I may inquire later, maybe like an intrigue roll, but yeah, I don't know him.
but burned into your mind is his wild
Is
hair and his
How
yellow.
old is
tunnel.
Oddwald?
Yeah.
Adwald is 23, I think. Let me check. Yeah,
Is
23.
he the brother of Aurelius, or what? What's
Much
the
younger
relationship?
brother, yes.
Okay.
Sasha will move up to Ellen as well. Sorry about the new knights. They aren't used to everything yet, and everybody's stressed in the mind right as of late.
So she continues looking out on the feast, like not making eye contact with you, and says, "Sir Sasha, I've heard that you don't wish to train our new generation of knights. You are the most experienced knight in Salisbury now, after all. I was hoping that I could count on you. Is this not the case?" And she
I would train
meets
them,
your eyes directly as she says
but
that.
I fear that I am not the one that should be training them, as I have lost faith as of recently.
So she looks around some more and says, "Is faith truly central to being a knight? We have knights of many faiths and of no faiths at all. What we need are knights who can survive, sir."
Well,
She meets your eyes again and says,
if there's one thing I can do,
"Will you train the next generation?"
I will do what I can for as long as I can, but faith can't be an aspect of it.
I understand. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you come off as very very respectful.
Thank you.
She kind of... Well, I don't think she dismisses you. I think she definitely wants to have you
Alright.
up by the chair looking like a total badass because you're about 10 years older than most everyone else in here.
With double the HP of some people. I'll sit down at her side.
Okay. Yeah, you like pull up a chair. So, anything else anyone wants to do?
Hmm. Could I make a intrigue roll to try and find out who Sir Wulfric is?
Yes. You could try to learn some. It'd be extremely difficult. Basically, you'd have to get a crit to learn it. You could
Yeah.
learn some stuff without the crit.
I'll give it a shot.
And then you fumble and you learn false information.
Yeah, he doesn't get anything.
Yeah, you actually do learn a number of things about Sir Wulfric from a number of the handmaidens. And so, like, you're walking around, like, asking, who is this Sir Wulfric? And a number of the ladies come flock over towards you and are like, oh, didn't you hear? He's courting the Lady Jenna. And someone else is like, I heard that he bested 3 knights in the road with nothing but a pole. And someone else is like, he's so handsome. If only he would just brush his yellow, yellow teeth. And everyone starts giggling.
Hmm.
Recordings. supporting each other.